All right, it's that time again. It is that time again. Cleaned up the rides, put the Durango back in the garage. Clean cars. Ooh, sunny out here. It is time to give you an updated video on the 300. Let's get into it. What is up, folks? It's your man Jay, and it is time to give you a 500-mile review. So I'm actually at 745 miles, but I just, I've been on the move and stuff, so I hadn't had a chance to really get around and give you a video on it. But nonetheless, the car is doing great. I've actually been driving it a lot more. I decided to put the Durango in the garage a lot more and drive this car during the week. So, I just parked it and I said I'm gonna drive this car. So that's how I got to 745 miles quicker, on this car than I did on the Challenger. I really been enjoying driving this car. So, the wheel situation, the hooking up the cars and doing all those things, it just took a backseat. And some of you guys have been asking about the Laramie. Well, I put the Laramie on the back burner because I felt like a second house is more important. So we're trying to work through some things. Well, we're actually finished already, but we just got some land and a house. That's just personal stuff. You guys don't care about that. But if you're wondering why, that's why the Laramie took a backseat. But as far as this car goes, I've been enjoying it, man. I will be giving you a 20,000 mile review on the Durango once I hit 20. I'm almost at 18 right now. I think I'm right under 18. But this car has been fantastic, man. I've been cruising in it. The more and more I drive it, I find myself, really starting to enjoy it. It's just a nice cruiser. I got it to just, for things like this, but making it my daily driver. If I decide to go ahead and modify the Durango, this definitely will be my daily driver, and it's going to probably stay just like this because of the comfort and feel of this car. It's absolutely great, man. I actually love it. I've switched to a different wheel cleaner, and here's the thing. I went with just a simple, there's this wheel cleaner in a $2 bottle at Walmart. It's like $2.30, and I said, I'm gonna try this, man, because I bought the ones for $10 and they worked okay. But I bought this wheel cleaner for $2 at Walmart, and I thought, wow, it actually works really, really good with these wheels. I didn't really have to, it's for black wheels pretty much, or dark wheels. At least that's what I think. It was in that section. So I just grabbed it from the section for cleaning black wheels. And, I sprayed it on, you leave it on for 30 seconds. I take a brush, scrub it off, and then rinse it off. And that's it for this car. I didn't have to really wipe them down or anything. But me, I still went over it, get the water off so you don't have a lot of water stains and stuff like that. But yeah, I switched to that different wheel cleaner, and other than that, I've just been kind of driving this car around town. I'm getting a little over 20. When I take it on the highway, I still haven't driven it really far, but I plan on driving it to Florida next month. Yes, I'm going back to my spot again, and I'm supposed to hit Atlanta, but I don't think my wife wants to go. I'm not sure, but if you're in Atlanta and you're somebody to hang with on the tech channel, you already know I'm gonna hit you up. Yeah, man, the 500 miles was, this car, I hit that 500 miles pretty quickly, because I parked the Durango and I started driving this car around town. And I did myself a favor, because with the Durango, it's got that 5.7 Hemi in there, and man, the sound of it, it just makes you want to get on it. It's one of those things. For those that drive muscle cars or Hemis or just, powerful cars, it's hard to stay out of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of it's a catch-22, man. You love all that power, but it's hard to stay out of it sometimes. And I found myself, since I've been daily driving the Durango, I found myself really having a lot of fun with that truck. So nonetheless, this, I kind of switched it up. I'm trying to test in the waters to see if I want to drive this during the week or not. I'm still not sure yet. But you know, I'll make a decision. Some would say, oh, that's the right thing to do. It's a V6. You know, you need to be driving a V6 around town. Not necessarily. A car can get bad gas regardless of, you know, how you drive it. So, but the comfort of this car, just everything about this car, I'm really feeling it, man. I really enjoy it. And I feel like you know, this is a lot of people's daily drivers. This is their only car. Most people don't have multiple cars to switch between. But you know, with this 300, it's just been so comfortable. The farthest I've driven it is like an hour and a half one way and an hour and a half back. You know, so a 3-hour trip is not really, you know, a long trip to me. You know, I could knock that out. I like to get in the car and drive a lot, so it's not really a thing. But I want to take it on like a 10-hour. You know what I'm saying? That's why I plan on driving to Florida. And you know, pushing the limits a little bit more on that gas mileage, because when I drive it out of town, like when I drive, the times that I've been driving it around town, I was getting about 17.5, but as soon as I got on the highway, it immediately jumped up to almost 22 immediately, just from leaving town. So that's how I know if I'm cruising, you know what I'm saying, I'll get great gas mileage in this car. It's got a little bit of, it's got room, you know what I'm saying. It's not the biggest car on the inside, but it does have a nice room inside, and you know, it can comfortably seat 4 people. I wouldn't suggest riding, because I'm a pretty tall guy, so 6'4", 6'5", I'm a pretty big guy, so I don't think I would feel comfortable. A really small person would have to be behind me, because I need the leg room. You know, I got the seat all the way back right now, and I don't recline way back like some people do. They're riding in the back seat. But yeah, I mean, this is this is the S model, so you get the sportier seats, and they are freaking comfortable, man. The back seats are really comfortable. So, you know, it's just it's a matter of your preference. If you've never sat in this car before, if you've never sat in that S model, I think you'll really enjoy it, compared to some of the other models in the 300s and Chargers or whatever. But overall, man, you know, again, I'm almost at 1,000. I said 500 because, you know, in the last video I told you I'd give you a 500-mile review. I believe I did. But 500 miles, you know, came fast once I started driving it out on the highway, little short trips here and there. Gas mileage is really good in here. When I pulled right here, when I just parked here a minute ago, I was sitting here messing with my GoPro, trying to sync it to my application on my Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And for some reason, I just couldn't get it to sync. It was, you know, the phone keeps having auto connect and all this other stuff. So I was getting frustrated. So I'm just going to just do it without it. I like to have a viewfinder when I'm doing this. Hopefully the new GoPro 8 has that viewfinder that linked out. So I'll give you footage on that if I in fact do. I do all the footage on my car channel with the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I think it's one of the best that has ever done it, man. If you need a camera, I don't use an external microphone, nothing. This is just all the camera itself, nothing. The footage is nothing edited. I just put it onto the device and give it to you, and you know, before I give it up to YouTube. But other than that, yeah, this GoPro Hero 7 Black for everything. I love it. Anyway, gas mileage, man. I was sitting here and I was at 20.2 or something like that. And if you don't know, when the car's reading your car, if you just sit idle with the air conditioning on, it's going to start dropping your miles per gallon. That's obvious. You lose fuel on the tank. And so far, I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes or so, and it went from 20.1 to 19.7 as it just clicked over right now. So, I mean, this is a comfortable ride, man. This is some people's everyday car. That's just how it goes. I'm fortunate and blessed enough to have options, you know, and it's a good thing. Yeah, the car is fantastic, man. I did buy this. I bought this right here, this little steering wheel wrap, just $9 at Walmart. My wife put one in the Charger when she was driving, and I thought, man, it feels good. So I just put one in both. I just put one in all the cars. I said, you know, I'm just gonna put one in all the cars and call it a day. So I just put one of these in the Durango and put one in here, and you know, $10 a piece. It feels really, it makes the steering wheel feel like I'm holding on to something. You know what I mean? Like that feeling of, remember back in the day, if you was around in the 90s, I was in my 20s in the 90s, early 90s, I might have been like 25 or something in 1990. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But, yeah, I was in my 20s in the 90s, and we used to have these things you would buy to wrap around your steering wheel. You would just make your steering wheel as big as possible. I know some of you guys might remember that. You take a little string and just keep wrapping and just keep putting those on and on and on. You have this big steering. It was a thing. So this steering wheel cover is kind of reminiscent of that. But anyway, really hadn't done anything to the car, you know, just kind of enjoying it. And driving it now more. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up. I haven't had to fill this car up in, I don't know. I've had it for 2.5 months now, I think it is. Believe it or not, it's been like 2 months, I believe. When you guys see the videos, you're getting them as I give them to you. I don't normally buy something and come straight home and start giving it to you. You gotta, it's not how it works. But nonetheless, I think I've had this car now for 2 months, minimum 2 months. I've had it for at least 2 months, and it's been great. I got 745 miles on it officially, and I really enjoy it. So I'm thinking about modifying the Durango. I was at the rim shop the other day, so that's how serious I think I'm getting about doing that one and parking that one in the garage for shows and stuff like that and cruising, because I don't know, I'm just really feeling it. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoy, man. Quick vlog from the 300. I'm loving it, man. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.